Well, I feel guilt. I felt guilt for the last couple of years on a regular basis, partially as a caregiver, partially because my mom is so strong-willed and somehow maybe she doesn't mean to be, but she acts a little bit like a bully, like she's trying to control everything. And so she's making me feel guilty by the way she's saying either she doesn't believe that I have faith, either she doesn't have faith in me that I can do everything she thinks I need to do, or she maybe sometimes looks at me as a little kid. It's so weird. But the guilt that I have is I just can't always take every one of her phone calls, or I can't go do the shopping she wants me to do every single day. And I've got to let things pile up a little bit and then go help her and give the care that I need and let it pile up again. And in between, I had a lot of guilt, and I still do. And my wife counsels me on a regular basis. She tries to reinforce, you're doing everything you can possibly do and should do. But there is a lot of guilt, just feeling like I need to be doing more. My mom has more needs. How do I help her with all these things? I feel like a lot of times it's my, responsibility to help every one of these areas in her life when I know it's not.
So many caregivers end up reporting feeling guilt. I personally do not see guilt as a useful emotion. Some emotions, let's take curiosity, that's an emotion. It's a psychophysiologic urge that encourages us to explore. Fear, it causes us to do a scanning of where the threat might be, and it might get us to jump out of the road so we don't get hit by the truck. In other words, that emotion is very functional. Guilt tends to demotivate and take away from people. I like to keep and encourage people to keep guilt out here. I challenge them, what are you feeling guilty about? Most people don't do caregiving. You're doing caregiving. Okay, maybe you're not doing it in your subjective evaluation system as good as you think you should, but many people fall short of all kinds of things.
In terms of how people might feel guilt, one of the reasons people might feel guilt is that they're so torn. They have so many things as caregivers that they're managing and juggling and trying to sort through. Right? Not everyone had the flexibility that I was so blessed to have in terms of my job that allowed me to work from a hospital room or an emergency room or off-site for a month. So not everyone has that flexibility in their jobs. And so I think that in those situations, guilt can trickle in because people may feel that they're not there enough, or they're not doing enough, or they're not, right? So, and so how might people deal with that guilt? Again, recognize it, name it, put it out there, and then sometimes being okay with it, and then figuring out how you can perhaps make it actionable or change a course that maybe you want to make a change, do something different. But I think it's okay to have feelings, and whatever they are, to name those.